What's up, guys? I'm bringing you a Smite Top 10 Gods video, and I've been playing Smite extensively for the past month, and these are the top 10 gods that I think stand out above the rest. So let's get started with number 10. Father of the Frost Giants. Now I'm just going to start by saying all Guardians in this game are really annoying to fight, and Ymir is not an exception. All Guardians usually have lots of health but do minimal damage. Ymir, he does a lot of damage and still has a lot of health. Okay, so I don't know how many times I've been frozen and then beat down with that stupid ice club he's had. I've seen partners of mine and they've gotten their health just taken straight down once Ymir did all his abilities on them, and it is absolutely crazy. He has an ice wall, and that thing can last up to 6 seconds, and it may not seem like a good ability until you're actually trying to get away from him, and he just puts it right up in front of your face. It's actually where he uses his hammer and he just smashes you for like most of your health, and his ultimate does way too much damage. Ymir just does way too much damage for being a guardian. More damage every time he applies Frostbite to enemies, and he applies Frostbite to enemies with each of his abilities. So as you can see, Ymir is a very strong guardian, and you know, he's always on the free rotation. He's very easy to use, very beginner friendly, and he's just pretty much too strong to be in his class. So go ahead and use Ymir if you're looking for a god. He's just there to be annoying. So that's number 10, Ymir. Number 9 on this list is Fenrir, the Unbound. He's actually a top, and I'm just going to say it, Fenrir is pretty brain dead, easy to use. Anyone can pick him up and do good with him. He is insane. Now, he has quite a few abilities, and his passive actually buffs him. Has something to do with ruins or something like that. I don't use Fenrir too much, but I know that he has a passive that gives him more attack power, something like that. And his ultimate is called Ragnarok, and he just turns giant, and it is very, very cool. It's funny to see him flail around, and he can grab people and bring them back to, you know, either the base or your teammates, and they can just wail on them. So every time Fenrir has his ultimate up, you better be running, because it is crazy. And he has another attack, Brutalize. He jumps up to his target enemy, and he hits them not 2 times, not 3 times, but 4 times, which is a bit overboard, especially if all 4 of them end up being critical hits or something like that. But yeah, Fenrir is really good at chasing people down. He's a really good assassin, and like I said, he's brain dead easy to use. So if you want like a really good assassin, and you're annoying, just like Ymir. So yeah, Fenrir definitely, he earns the number 9 spot. I've seen people do really good with him. He's a really good god. Number 8 on this list. It's not so much that he's strong, but it's that all his abilities slow you down. From his ultimate, Empty the Crypts, which pretty much halves your movement speed, and it's very annoying to deal with. Now, on the bright side, Apooch, he is very difficult to use. He's not a god which you can just pick up and, you know, start doing good with. But if you actually take the time to get good with him, he's unstoppable. He might be hands down, which is a move where he just sends 2 undead bodies at you, and they explode, leaving their corpses behind. Those corpses he can then explode, doing more damage, and of course slowing you, as I said before. Fleeting Breath is kind of like a poison. It'll nip away at your health little by little, and it's very annoying, and I've seen him get kills with that actually. And of course, Empty the Crypts, his ultimate, like I said, very annoying, very wide in any team, and he's just plain annoying. His passive makes it so he can heal himself when he steps over a corpse, and trust me, if you're playing against the Apooch player who knows what he's doing, those corpses will be everywhere, which means he can heal, he can blow them up, keep you slowed down, and it is crazy. Apooch is definitely a mage that people overlook, but he's really good. So if you're looking for a mage to play, go ahead and play Apooch. Try to get good with them, because pretty soon you'll be controlling that lane. You'll be dominating whatever lane you decide to go with him. I don't see him much in arena, but I'm pretty sure he's a good arena player, considering the fact that he can slow the whole team down. Anyway, I really have a problem with Apooch. I really don't like him, but he made number 8, because when you get down to it, he's just a good mage. Number 7 on the list, Athena. I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. All the Guardians in this game are just really dumb to fight. Athena, well, she takes it up a notch. She is really annoying. She has an ultimate which lets her teleport to her teammates, and she deals damage on impact, and she negates damage afterward for a period of time. She has a dash, and she has an AoE. But the most annoying move in her kit is Confound. Confound, that's the name of it. And she can taunt enemy players into attacking her. And it actually lasts a long time if you upgrade it. It's like 3 whole seconds in which you can't control your character, and they just go up, waltz up to Athena, and essentially they walk to their death. So Athena has a lot of great combos. She's a really is, and yeah, Athena, she's just, I've seen her do incredible things. Like, you know, I've seen an Athena push my entire team back in Assault by herself. But you know, that's just a story for another day. Athena, she can solo a lane. She's really strong. And number 7. Number 6 on the list, Neith. Yes, I know, she's very easy to... She's actually the god in the tutorial. So why would Neith, such an easy god to use, and the god in the tutorial, be at number 6 on the list? Well, it's because she's really good. She is my second main. She is that good. She, you know, her skills and her moves, they're very easy to, you know, pick up. They're very hard to master is the thing. She has a stun. She has her X ability lets you stun people, hold them in place with her weave, and you can just keep me. She's unstoppable. She has another backflip maneuver, and that gets her out of trouble. As soon as you backflip, that's, you know, they can't catch you after that because it's crazy. And it does damage, and it leaves what is essentially called the weave on the ground, which he can use to heal with their other ability called Unravel. And also, if you use Unravel on other gods, it heals you for however many gods you get. So essentially, Neith can heal half her health bar if she gets enough gods in weak. Ultimate kill, steal, ultimate. That's pretty hard to say. But anyway, essentially she fires a single shot. It goes through everything, all gods, all walls, and whoever you aim for, that's who it's gonna get. It stuns them, it does tons of damage, and I've seen people literally I'm fighting and they take my kills. And it's pretty funny to do it to other people, but when it happens to me, it's not funny at all. But another good trick with Neith is the double stun. If you hit them with the ultimate and then hit them with her X ability, they're stunned twice. And pretty much after the double stun, they're done. Like, they can't do anything about it. If you kill them quick enough, they just won't know what happened. So Neith is very good. Like I said before, she's very beginner friendly, but if you actually take the time to master her, you can start doing crazy stuff like the double stun and things like that. Hunters have very good survivability. So Neith, she's hands down one of the best hunters in the game, and this is crazy, you know. She has some of the best skins in the game too, so Neith definitely deserving of... Yes, Queen of the Valkyries. She's a really good mage, but really overlooked, alright? She's a melee magical, sort of like Ao Kuang is, sort of like all the Guardians are. You know, you have to get up close and personal with Freya. She can't just hang back and do all these up close and personal with, you know. She's pretty hard to use, don't get me wrong, but she's very rewarding. She's a really good... New skin is also really good. She has the best skin in the game. It's called All for One Freya. And just take a look for yourself. It's really good. You can only unlock it through a chest, though. I really gotta get this. Jewel. They decided not to nerf him. Why? Now, Loki needs a nerf. He's an embodiment of an assassin, but he has a vanish and he has an assassinate, that being his ultimate. When he assassinates someone, it's pretty much an instant kill late game. I've been one shot by a Loki before, and I always see him on the side of the arena, coming in through the side of the joust lane, vanishing. Then you hear him buff his daggers, and then boom, you're dead. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why they decided, hey, let's go ahead and rework Loki, but not give him a slight nerf. Even his passive is insane. If he attacks someone from behind, he gets more damage. Loki doesn't need more damage. He disappears, he gets behind you, and he assassinates you. Okay? Now, I like having Loki around. He's a good assassin, trust me, but I just don't like fighting Loki. I think there needs to be ways to counter his assassinations, okay? And, you know, Loki can be such a game changer, too. Because you think you're gonna win, and then boom, you get assassinated, dead, nothing you can do about it. Now this Trickster god, because there's pretty much a guarantee that you're gonna get at least 20 kills the game, whether you steal them or not. It doesn't matter. You're gonna one-shot people. Loki, Loki, Loki. Well, at least they reworked him so he looks good doing it. He used to look really ugly, like really, really butt ugly, and I just couldn't stand it. I know I said that with Apooch, but I really mean it with Cuckoo, okay? You can't touch him. He has an ability where he gets extra movement speed, he can fly around the whole map, no one can touch him. He has another ability, Whirlwind. Now this ability is very annoying. Alright, this is his main pushing and wave clearing ability, and every time you're fighting a Cuckoo, you will at least see 10 Whirlwinds down the lane at once. Alright, maybe not that much. But that cooldown on that thing is crazy. And I don't know why, but sometimes he'll miss with the Whirlwind. I'll be right on the edge of it, and it'll still do damage to me, as if I was in it. I don't know, they gotta fix that. That Whirlwind thing is just crazy. And his ultimate, Spirit of the Nine Winds, yeah, that thing can insta-kill, much like Loki's, but except this one, it's a bigger radius. He can send that dragon down the lane, and boom, we're all dead. Late game Cuckoo is a monster, and he does a lot of damage early game too. Also, fun fact, Cuckoo used to be Ao Kuang. Yeah, that's Ao Kuang's old model, and his old skill set. Yeah, so I just thought that was pretty interesting. Anyway, Ao Kuang may or may not be in this list, I'm not too sure. But yeah, Cuckoo, he's very overpowered, he's a really good pusher, and I just don't like Cuckoo. So, I'm just going to say this. If you want to use a mage, don't use Cuckoo. For me, please. Number 3, Xbalanque. Another brain-dead, easy hunter to use. Now, Xbalanque is absolutely ridiculous. Like many of the other gods on this list, late game, he's impossible to kill. He can two-shot you. His X ability is a buff, and it's not a buff that lasts for a period of time. It's a buff that lasts until you have no mana left. You can use that buff until your mana bar completes. Now that's insane. His passive ability gives him physical... He's that strong, alright? He has another ability, Poison Darts. Yeah, poison. He can poison people too. They just gave him everything. His kid is insane. And then, of course, he has another ability, Rising Jaguar. That's his dash maneuver. That is the best dash in the game, hands down. Alright, you can use it to catch up to people, get away from people. It's crazy. It's like an AoE. He spins around in a circle and just kicks and flips, and it's crazy. And, of course, there's his ultimate, Darkest of Nights. You know, we've all been hit by that before. It stuns you. It stuns everyone on the enemy team, no matter where you are. It's just overpowered, and it's crazy. I really don't like Xbalanque. He's a good hunter, yeah, but he's just annoying to fight. And, you know, you think you're gonna kill him, and then nope, you just die. It's crazy. He's another brain-dead, easy assassin to use. Xbalanque. He has some pretty nice skins, though. I will tell you that. He's good at every game mode. Arena, Siege, Conquest, you know, and you don't know how many Diamond Xbalanques I've seen. Like, everyone wants to get Xbalanque Diamond. He's that easy to use. He's a really good god, though. He's really deserving of the number 3 spot on this list, no matter how much I gripe about him. Number 2 on the list, Ao Kuang. Now, it was very close between Ao Kuang and the number 1 person on this list, but, you know, Ao Kuang is a really good god. He's 3 mains, and he's just insane no matter what game mode he's in. Okay? So, he has plenty of abilities. He has a Dragon Call, and he can summon 6 dragons around him. Talk about DPS. Every time you hit someone with a basic attack, the dragon bites them for extra damage. Now, if you increase your magic power and your attack speed all the way and get your cooldown up, you can have this, like, literally no one can see you, because his first ability is called Water Illusion. He disappears, leaving a water clone, which he can make explode, doing more damage. What is this, Naruto? Water clone jutsu? Anyway, yeah. He has another ability called Wild Storm. That's his number 1 wave clearing ability. It's just, you know, lightning. He shoots lightning, and it actually does a lot of damage. Not very much range on it, but, you know, if you all the way. And then, of course, there's his ultimate, King of the Eastern Seas. It's an execution, and it is extremely easy to pull off. It is what makes this guy the best mage / assassin. Low health. Press Y and boom, execution. And it almost guarantees Ao Kuang will never lose a fight, because he's doing so much damage, and if someone is out damaging you, just get him to that, you know, HP mark, and then execute him, and then boom. You know, it takes a certain HP threshold to use the dragon and execute someone. Just get them to that threshold, boom, use Y, execute them, and you know, they're done. So Ao Kuang, he's a really good assassin slash mage. He's one of the best gods in the game. I can't recommend him enough. Pick him up. He is so fun to use. He's so overpowered. Yes, I said it, he's very overpowered, but still fun to use. I just use Ao Kuang, you'll see what I mean. He's awesome. And of course there's his pass, stack magic power and stack attack speed, and you're good to go. Like, no one can stop Ao Kuang, no one. And we have an honorable mention before we get to number 1, and that is Awilix. Awilix is my baby. She's my first main, the last of the mains I said. It was Neith, Ao Kuang, and of course Awilix. She's my first main. She's awesome. I love her. Alright, she has really good damage, really good attack speed, really good mobility, which lets her somersault over the last god she hit with the basic attack and do damage. That is the one ability that makes her stand out from the rest of the assassins. Oh, that, and she can ride a tiger, you know, infinitely until you jump off of it. Awilix is a really good god, a really good assassin, really overlooked, and she's my main. I love her. And also that new Renegade skin, yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. 600 gems, yeah, that looks pretty sexy. And here's it was very close between Bellona and Ao Kuang, but at the end of the day, Ao Kuang cannot solo a lane against 2 people like Bellona can, okay? Bellona is they let her change weapons, like her X ability. She'll take out her sword. It's called Shield Dash, I believe. And she'll absorb basic attack, she'll take out her sword and just start wailing on people. It acts sort of like a dash. Then she has another attack, Scourge. It disarms people. They can't hit you, they can't use their abilities, and you're gaining health while you're using that thing. It's like a maze slash whip, and it's really cool. And then she has another, her A ability, Bludgeon, I believe it's called, and that is her main wave clearing and attacking ability. She'll spin her hammer and then she'll slam it down on the ground. It's a really good ability, and then you can keep the hammer, keep using it just like any of her other abilities for a period of time before she switches back to her sword. And then of course Eagle's Rally is her ultimate, and it stuns people. It gives her more power, which she doesn't need, and you know, it's pretty low cooldown too, so you can always, you know, Bellona, she's really good at, you know, wave clearing, really good at soloing a lane. She can take on 2 people at one time. It's crazy. She can be whatever you want her to be. You can stack damage with her. You can stack defense with her. Make her. She's pretty much infinitely versatile. She's a really good warrior, the best warrior in the game, and in my opinion, the best god in the game. Bellona, the goddess of war. She is awesome. Alright guys, that's it for this video today, and hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more stuff like this, Smite top 10 videos, you know, maybe I could do top 10 worst gods or something like that, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you don't agree with my list, go ahead and comment below what you think should be number 1. So, once again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Peace.